Hey, hey everybody. Okay. Where were we? We were modern industrialization last time. Um, Steam. And I'm starting to think that maybe what we ought to do is grab ourselves an import export bus. For this. And you are exporting coal. And you're gonna import Steam. Uh, but I need a fluid thing. Fluid cell housing. I'm gonna need an ME drive as well. Can we craft that ME drive now? You're crafting a load of stuff there still. Maybe also let's grab a bunch of acceleration cards. Like, let's get 10 of those going. Why do you take so much longer? There we go. And then you clear you, and you want to be Steam. And can we load all that stuff? Yeah, we've loaded a bunch of stuff into there. So you should now be starting to get steam. Now you're obviously but this means that at least I can. Oh, you also need to export water as well. And let's grab acceleration cards for you too, just so that you're full speed. There we go. So where are we on modern industrialization? Modern industrial. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Industrial foregoing, modern industrialization. So we're here. So we need synthetic oil. So we're gonna put these down somewhere. I don't know whether I want to put them here or whether I want to put them like here. Keep them there for the minute. So rubber. It's synthetic oil or rubber. Synthetic oil. We need a steam blast furnace or an electric blast furnace. Yeah. So synthetic oil is what we're after. We're gonna need this steam blast furnace. Which I have the stuff to make. In addition, you need fluid. You can configure the output and input. Steam blast furnace. I do need a better space for that because it's gonna be a bunch of multi-blocks. Could build it. Could actually build it there. Because then I've got space here. Maybe, yeah, maybe that. So we will. Can I? So I need the fire clay bricks and the hatches. Fluid output, fluid input, hatches. Oh, that's quite useful. So if we place you there, you tell me where you can go. So that's the item output. We'll put out item input there. We'll put fluid input there. Is that right? There we go. So synthetic rubber. Synthetic rubber. Synthetic oil. So we put crude oil in, and then somehow we get synthetic oil out. Do you also need steam? Hey, Sebix. 4 months, tier 3. Welcome in, and feel free to lurk. And thank you very much. Okay, so yeah, we need to put steam in there. And then we can put other fluids in there. So we... There's our synthetic oil or rubber bucket. Right, let's go under here. And we can break all of these. And let's grab an interface for this. Just a regular interface. And if we use the universal pipe, do I have my pipe wrench? Ah, no, I could do it with the ferrocore wrench. Okay, so you are going to push that out there. I'm going to need an export bus there. Grab cable. And you are going to be steam. So you're just going to fill with steam. Because then at least we can start to automate this a little bit. Somehow. So that's this. We'll grab a chaos box. We've got rubber sheets. We've got circuits. Throw that away, that way, that way. Grab those out if we need them again. Bag of flawed gems, sure. That can go in there for the minute. We don't need the shears at the minute. Okay, so we need cables. So tin cables. I might already have tin cables. Yeah. There we go. I've already got tin cables. That's the steel wire mill. Components are new. So motors we've got. With MI, you'll find that a lot of technology requires these specific parts. So motors. How do we craft motors? Like, how difficult to craft is an assembler? Basic machine holes, analog circuits. It's not actually that difficult. Yeah, the electric age is where we want to be soon. That's where we need to get. So we need a robot arm, piston, and a conveyor. Robot arm. Needs conveyors. Let's see if we can get one of these assemblers up. You need redstone batteries, which is going to need all this battery alloy, so no, it's not going to be easy. Okay, you need pistons. Can we craft these yet? So we need to know how to craft tin cable. Tin cable. Okay, so we are going to need to set up the wire mill. So the wire mill, let's go there. I need to an import export bus into you. Alright, let's grab some cable. There. Okay. Steam. Okay, you're full of steam now. And I have a pattern provider in you. Tin wire. In a wire mill is a tin plate. And do I know how to make tin plate? Well, tin plate is tin in a metal press. Here. Tin wire. Why are you not functioning? Oh, you're the wrong sort of steam. There we go. So robot arm, piston. Tin cable, tin cable. Tin cable is rubber sheet and that. Piston. Let's actually make sure I've got, like, I throw those back away. Robot arm. And then a conveyor is this one. Okay, that gets me a bunch of those, and then we need the LVH, so we make a basic machine hull. So we're gonna need these battery alloy plates. Are that's done. The steel wire mill's done. The synthetic oil's done. This basic machine hull is where we're at next. Battery alloy. Alloy smelter. Alloy dust. How can we mix this? We need a mixer. Lead dust and antimony dust. Yeah, we need a mixer. So let's grab a steel mixer. Do any of you have copper rotors? You have bronze rotors. You don't. You're not the right one. You have copper rotors. Okay. Emeralds. Mixer. Mixer. Steel mixer. And we are gonna want another import-export bus. And can go there. Let's grab the import-export bus and some cable. Steam. It's gonna put you there so we can keep pushing you. Let's grab another pattern provider. Alright, battery alloy dust. This is what we're after. We want it in the mixer, and we can move this into the electric mixer eventually. Right, pattern. And then we will smelt you. Not the foundry. So I don't think we've got enough for that battery. Alloy dust. Yeah, I need lead dust. Lead dust. Sagmill. Crusher. Macerator. I don't hate that. I actually quite like that. Engraver, that is you. Battery, alloy, ingot. So you're making the lead gems. And then you'll... Now you're making the dust. And then you're cooking the alloy. Okay, so then I need battery curved plate. Bending machine. Can I get a steel bending machine? And there's my steel bending machine. And let's get another export. And then you're a steel bending machine. And then another pattern provider. Battery alloy curved plate. And I need battery plate. In there. And then we want redstone battery. Nope. So all this stuff here is stuff I'm going to want to move into. So we should see. We've got the battery alloys making. That's the plates being made. There's another plate. And then you, one more. And there's the redstone batteries. So we can make the machine hull. So we're now ready to make the journey into the new technological. Every machine in this age will require a lot of these basic machine hulls, and you'll use a lot of them. So let's make sure. I kind of need to. Steel machine casings are not that difficult to make. Let's make sure we get that in there so we can craft those. LV steam turbine is converting our steam into power. Transfer power out of the turbine, you need to use the right cables. And we need to be working our way up to here. So this is our flow. So we definitely need the LV steam turbine next. Let's grab... Let's clean this up a little bit. These are all good. There we go. This is all that's cleared up a bit. So, I mean, this is a good start, but we're gonna need So, what do we need for the steam turbine? The LV steam turbine. Nothing that we don't already have. Transfer power out of the turbine, you need to use the right cables for LV power. If you need more, you should use different cables to make separate energy networks. I thought that stuff was unified. I need more analog circuits, which means I go to my traders here. Assembler. Oh, you... Oh, did I not teach you how to make conveyors? Conveyor... Conveyor... we need more motors. No, it's just you that makes motors. You just need one more robot arm. There's the robot arm. And then basic upgrades. Our assembler now lets us craft upgrades for all of our machines. These upgrades will allow machines to overclock and perform their functions faster. You link to that one, the advanced upgrade. So the question is, do you yes. Yes, you just take power. So we kind of don't need the steam anymore, and we can kind of do a lot here. So did I put it here? Reach 128 channels using devices on network. Okay. Add upgrades to increase maximum processing. EU per tick. So what we need to do is take all of you out and reprocess you for the assembler, potentially. Okay, so tin wire. Tin cable. Needs synthetic rubber. So you're still full of that. So you need. How do we do this? How's best to do? Probably. I think what I do for this one is here. Grab a pattern that is synthetic rubber. No, synthetic oil. And then synthetic oil and sulfur dust. In the mixer. And then sulfur dust. We need sulfur. %10 chance. Ugh. Centrifuging lava? Can we craft a centrifuge? We need large motors and things like that. Sulfur. I have got some sulfur from somewhere. and you need crude oil. Oh, hang on. It's that, and then we 0.1. Yeah, 0.1 of that means 0.1 of that, which means 0.1 of that. Tin cable. Item output hatch, fluid output hatch. And then you are in the assembler and you've made it. But I need to export. There we go. So you can craft tin cables like that. Oh, we didn't actually want to do you yet because we've not set you properly. So let's go here and set this one next. And okay, you were in an assembler. Redstone. Battery. Oh, you need to know how to make antimony dust. Antimony dust. Redstone battery. Needs antimony gem. Antimony gem. Gems are there. And then these are in the fragmenter. Antimony clump. Oh, you're a different kind of clump. It's the gem. That's the problem. Redstone battery. So you're going to take a little bit to get all of that. I don't know why antimony tiny dust is going to get created. I don't know why. What's creating the tiny dust? Produces one antimony gem with one antimony clump. I think I've done the wrong one. It's this one. And then we've got a load of synthetic rubber that we can't store. Fluid cell housing. Synthetic rubber. So now, can I craft one of these? I don't think that is right. Processing pattern there. I think what I might have accidentally done Yeah, there we go. You're crafting properly. All right, robot arm. This. Conveyor. Piston. I don't know if it is cheaper. I mean, 1, 2, 3, and 2. I don't think it's cheaper. Yeah, it's not. It's not cheaper at all. But I mean, it's doing it with the machine. Saves me some space. Okay, so LV storage unit. What are you storing? EU. You're basically just a battery. So we want the polarizer. Polarizer. An inductor. And the inductor needs copper wire. Copper wire goes in the wire mill. Inductor. Let's grab 2 of those. Polarizer. It's not. I didn't actually want that. I actually just wanted to craft the polarizer. Hey, Mungo Dude. Welcome back for 7 months. Hey, Mungo Dude. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. And thank you for using your Prime. As a reminder, if you're listening and you've got your Prime, if you've got Amazon Prime, you can use a sub. You use it here. You use it somewhere else. And you get other things, like Prime Gaming, which is going away. Prime Gaming is going away. Why weren't you doing the tin wire? And I've realized I've actually got a good place for... I've got a bunch of space here that we could use for the modern industrialization machines. So Prime Gaming is going away, and they're relaunching Luna, which is Amazon's cloud gaming platform, similar to GeForce Now and Stadia and stuff like that. So they're replacing Prime Gaming by relaunching Luna. Polarizer. Gives magnetic charge to various items. So we're going to need heat-proof machine casings. Next. Let's throw you in there. Okay, heat-proof machine casing. Heat-proof machine casings is Invar plates. And sure, we'll throw that in the assembler as well. Assembler, there we go. Okay, you need to know how to make Invar gears and Invar plate. Invar plate is just Invar in there. I think I've got Invar sorted. No, we don't actually know how to make Invar. Invar ingots. Are you quicker in the alloy smelter or are you quicker in... Oh, you can't make it in the foundry. Can't make it in the foundry. I can't make it in the alloy smelter either. I have to use Invar dust. Invar dust, we can fragment. Invar dust we can make by crushing Invar. Mixing, we're going to have to mix these two. It's going to have to go in my mixer. And then we presumably just furnace. Right, okay, and then here we need iron dust and nickel dust. Right, iron dust. We're going to engrave you. Nickel dust. We're also going to engrave you. And we're gonna need to upgrade this guy here. Invar. In our atomic forge. Fluxite is really easy. And you can get it by some platinum. Right, what did I want Invar for? Heatproof casings. So we need Invar gears. Invar gear. So you need soldering alloy or a gear press. I think we're better off. Yeah, we're better off just making another press. A gear press. There we go. Redstone engineering block. A light engineering block. Scaffold. And a piston. And conveyor. Redstone engineering block, scaffold, conveyor, light engineering block, piston, is it? Engineering block. Oh, you're a heavy engineering block, okay. Okay, and then Invar gear. Oh, and then you need power. I have a feeling as well that we might be struggling on channels soon. Let's grab my shrinking device. Let's see if this works now. So you are using 28 channels there. Let's grab a smart cable. Just a regular smart cable. Let's grab you. And you are allowed substitutions. Okay, you can do 32. Okay, you're fine there. Oops. I don't know where that moss block came from, but hey, it's there. So we still have plenty of channels over here. But we are starting to run out. And we might have to consider... we might have to consider moving some. Eventually. So heatproof casing is where we're up to. Oh, mixer here. Throw some salad in there. Right. Heat-proof casing. Maybe I'll put the big thing in, like the electric blast furnace, the multi-blocks, modern industrialization multi-blocks, and keep the single machines in here. Maybe that'll be an interesting way of doing it. Right, and then here, I think Invar is another good one to have in here to keep a stack of Invar in. Alright, okay. Electric blast furnace is a multi-block design for smelting using LV energy. Multi-block is 3x4x3 with 2 hollow layers of copper nickel blocks in the center. Top and bottom layers are made of heat-proof machine casings, and of course the hatches provide power and bring items in and out. So, electric blast furnace. We need magnetic cupronickel wire, which means we need cupronickel wire. Which means I need cupronickel. Cupronickel dust. Okay, mixer, cupronickel dust. Cupronickel plate, cupronickel dust, mixer. I mean, cupronickel makes... No, cupronickel is something different, though, because cupronickel is copper and nickel. Constantin is still there. Yeah, Constantin still exists. Although Constantan. And that's That's also nickel. I don't know if Constantin's used then for anything. Yeah, Constantin's not really used. There is. Because cupronickel is obviously copper and nickel. Maybe it's in a different... So cupronickel is 1 and 1. Constantin is also 1 and 1. But yeah, that's not all dictionaried. Cupronickel ingot. Cupronickel plate. In a metal press. There. And then you go in the wire mill. And then you can go in the polarizer. And electric blast furnace. Still needs copper dust. You can go in the engraver like that. And there, nope, not the large one. I just need the regular one. And it's interesting, it always picks the big CPU. So you are crafting up cupronickel dust, and then you're going to hopefully. Oh yeah, because you're. Yeah, we just speed you up like that. Give it another tap. There we go. And then you're going to polarize all of that. Oh, we need. So we could put something in. I think, yeah, the EBF stuff like here. Steel item input and steel item output. Steel item input. Steel item output. I need to teach you how to make steel machine casings, apparently. And an input hatch. Let's grab a load of steel and a load of steel gears just to. How have you not crafted that yet? steel machine casings. Let me check these. Yeah, I don't know why that was a assembler pattern rather than a... Cancel that one and cancel that one. Right, you the input, so we'll do output. Sure, we'll put output there. And I need an LV input hatch. LV input. And then I'm gonna need cupro nickel coil. And cupro nickel cable. How many cupro nickel coils am I gonna need? I'm gonna need 8. So you're making a good amount of fluxite. Is there a better way of making fluxite? In the charger, in the centrifuge, fragmenting, that and amethyst clusters. We could particle collide things. It's just fluxite combs from fluxite bees, which would need platinum B. I should check what genes I've got available actually. Because have I got coal, glowing, iron, skulk? I got fluix. Yeah, I've only got one fluix. Let's get a simulator alpha block and a pokey as well. Do I even know how to craft the pokey ones? Okay, we're just gonna teleport back. We fell down the hole. Any one of those, and then one of those. Pattern provider there. Put you there. So there's the pokey. So I don't necessarily need that. Actually, we'll keep you there. We'll keep you there. Pokey gene sampler, one there. Okay, bees, lapis, and redstone. And then you can have one of those. You've got a speed. We'll take the speed out of there. Speed can go out of there. I'll see if you can do gamma. How many more pokeys do I need? 1, 2, 3. I need 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you have you in there. And we'll just leave you to go there. We probably need a couple of block ones, but it's fine. Right, where we've got our Cooper nickel blocks. Oh, we've got our LV energy input hatch as well. And we'll put you there. Oh, okay, interesting. Oh, neat. We need more cupronickel coils. And then 7 more heat-proof casings. So I guess you needed more than... you're crafting another stack of Invar. Did you need Invar? No. Maybe you need to be crafting Cooper nickel as well. Let me throw you in there. You're fine there now. And there we go. So there's the... Yeah, you just need to make the nickel. And some copper clumps. Which I guess is... Shouldn't you be holding copper? Yeah, you want to pull out of that first. And then pull out of that, and then pull out of storage. Rather than I don't know why you crafted it, though. Why would you craft it? Because you've got tons of copper. Oh, because they need to... Because it creates the dust from raw rather than taking the ingots. Oh, and you work like that? Or are you gonna break? Hey, Gap Filler. Last year of your 30 started yesterday. So here's some birthday bits. Congratulations, happy birthday, Gap Filler. And welcome to being 39. I remember those days well. So that does work. That did work. That was creating me copper dust. Let's change you to fill evenly though. And happy birthday for yesterday, and thank you for the 100 bits. I guess this just doesn't care. It's just like, whatever. It's which one is the machine forge here? I guess you can't tick accelerate this. Yeah, I guess tick accelerating it doesn't work because it's you. Presumably. Ah. So the fact that we send it more power, that's what makes it go faster. So if we just send it more power, it would just run quicker. And you have crafted. I don't know what you're crafting now. Is it the wire mill? So you've got that scheduled, you've got the copper nickel scheduled, you've got the copper nickel dust scheduled, you've got the copper dust scheduled. Oh, it's the fluxite. We need a better way of making fluxite. So obviously you can go in the charger. You can centrifuge platinum chunks. Fragmenting platinum sometimes gives us fluxite. We can particle collide electrum. Can energize you, or you are crafted from a platinum bee. Platinum bee. Plastic, platinum. Grab the block. That is completely the wrong one I wanted. It was this one that I wanted. Oh, and you make sand. You do make sand. Cool. That is working. That is doing exactly what I want. Did we get any platinum genes there? Okay, what about... So we've got type, so we've got coal. Fluix, have we got any more fluix? Silver and silver. Amethyst and amethyst. These are really difficult to deal with. Because I feel like maybe I'm alright there. Type nocturnal is behavior. Passive productivity. It'd be nice if they could automatically merge together, but I don't think that's how they work. Anyway, these cupernicles are working now. I guess you're crafting. Oops. So those are all crafted. Now you're making all the plate, and that'll go into the wire mill. There we go. There's the cupernickel coils done. Shape is active. So we have done. Oh, I guess that would have given me the extra. Aluminium ingots. Something crafted those for me. I don't know where we got them from, probably from a loot box. But I could definitely do with getting this. Right, energy pipe. Energy pipe, there we go. Import bus. And then a pattern provider. And sure, we'll do it like that. And where is... Probably there. Can we... How do we get... If we got power... If we got power from here... Instead... Does that help? Not really. Oh, no, not really. Oh, maybe, maybe that's where we have to do it. It's going to be a long run. It's going to be a long run. But we'll do it this way. And by doing it this way... So we've got power coming from there. I feel like I should be able to break this one here. Because you've got power coming all the way up there. And that power is there. Yeah, that is fine. Okay, now, how can I actually get out of here? There. There we go, we're normal size again. Oh, there was a hole there. So you've got power. So we should teach you how to make aluminium. Right, okay, so aluminium. We fragment. There. And then the aluminium dust. In the EBF. There. Yeah, you do that. You do what I want. Right. So the next thing up is this electronic circuit board. Electronic circuit board is this. I need the pattern thingies for this. Electronic. So electron table and aluminium sheet. Aluminium plate. There's a press there. Okay, now you just need to make electrum cable. Electrum cable. Synthetic rubber again. Electrum wire is this in the wire mill. And then electrum plate there in the metal press. So you should be able to craft now the electronic circuit. There's the electrum plate. There's some aluminium plate. Aluminium ingots, and we'll have a stack there. There we go, the electronic circuit board. And then finally, electronic circuit. Could have been doing this with mechanism. Reinforced. I could be doing that with. Could be doing some of this with mechanism. What am I not after? These. Should be pretty easy. Whoops. So that's in that assembler. Transistors. Pattern. Diodes is silicon plate, tinted glass. Just diodes and glass. Circuit. What are we missing here? Silicon plate. Okay. This is silicon ingot in a metal press. So silicon ingots, silicon ingot. How do we make you? Silicon dust. Coke dust and quartz dust, carbon dust and quartz dust. Carbon dust. I think you probably need to be the coke dust. Then. Yeah, because I can't easily get carbon. Except by carbon plates, which is just mixing carbon dust or macerating carbon dust, so you have to be this one for the minute. And then we need coke dust. Which needs the macerator, which I haven't re-put down. That and that and that. Right, there's the input output, and you want to be outputting steam. Macerator. Coke dust. What am I trying to make? Electronic circuit. Electronic circuit. Silicon ingot. Ingot. There. You just craft one of those. There we go, the silicon ingot did work. And then we need electrum fine wire. Okay, it's just you through the wire mill again. Okay, so you are crafting the electrum fine wire, the silicon is all being crafted here. So we'll get this, and then I think we were at a good point for today. Oh yeah, we've got tons of power. So the silicon plates are being crafted, now the transistor. I haven't tested those. And there is my electronic circuit. So we're working our way up towards that vacuum freezer, and we're probably gonna need some of this soon anyway. We should probably clear out a bunch of these at some point. But we're working up to this one still. And then what do we got on here? The infinitely compressed circuit board. That's probably not terrible. Supercritical mass. We'll probably have to get into mechanism to get the fissile fragments, and supercomputer. Yeah, it's very mechanism, just completely mechanism. So maybe we'll aim at mechanism after that. Binaural circuits. Yeah, we're gonna need some of those eventually anyway. And then a beacon. Oh, we're working our way up. We'll call it there for Minecraft. So thanks for watching. And now we'll go and do the Mugdal. Unless you're watching on YouTube, in which case, come watch on Twitch.